don't try to associate it with the Sephardi Jews or with who are called Sephardims, who are from this town called Sipper. And Sipper is, man, I'm talking about something real, real serious. Something real serious. Matter of fact, Babylon itself couldn't have functioned without Sipper. And Sipper is gonna be, and man, it's like this. You know, the little setup that they had was like government. The Babylon itself, where the Babylonian king was, he gonna be like a president, and then the Congress and the senators and the people who made the system work like today lived in Cyprus where the real power was. And Hebrews, I'm talking about the administrative structure that they had back then with just everything that we have today comes from back then. It's perfected now, and they done perfected the art of administration and running governments for doing it for thousands of years. Well, how about that this Amorite culture is what we Israelites were supposed to destroy? Ah, man, it's real wicked, and all the wickedness that you see today comes from the Canaanite culture. And Hebrews, I want to show you, you know, if you Hebrews ever get a chance to read this book, that this book is called, man, this book is called Ancient Sipper. I done read a whole lot of information and materials on the Babylonian scribes and they functioning and so forth. Hundreds of books and spent, man, count hundreds of probably 1,000 hours, probably about a good 3, 4 thousand hours just dedicated to just studying the Babylonian scribes functioning. But there's no other book this far that I done ran across that's more accurate and more revealing than this right here. And these are the people that was placed in our land, the people from Sipper. And man, they made the whole Babylonian system function. They couldn't have functioned without them. And how did these peoples was placed in our land? They was Babylonian scribes. And how did they was placed in our land in 722 BC, and how that after we Hebrews ran off into Africa to do the the Egyptian religion, how about that our whole heritage went to those Babylonian scribes that's responsible for Babylon's history and Babylon's commerce and the whole administrative structure of Babylon, and how that they was responsible for it and keeping it intact. Now that's something real serious. The culture that we have today comes from them. Yes, yes. Look, let me show you something else, Hebrews. That's like the uh the first synagogues. The first synagogues set up in the Western Hemisphere is gonna be from the Sephardic congregations. Now, I'm gonna show you, and I've been telling everybody knows now that the Sephardims are the Sephardis. It's just that they didn't translate their name, and they try not to translate their history to reveal who they really are and that they are Amorites, because these are the people that was placed in our land in 722 BC when we was on Egyptian religion, and then we ran off and then gave them folks our heritage. All right, look, let me see. All of the oldest congregations in the New World. See, this New World Order. They're trying to make you think that they're trying to usher it in. It's about to die. The New World Order is about to phase out because the people in the Eastern nations didn't get fall up under the control the Babylonian scribes like they wanted them to. You know, they tried to get the Eastern nations like China and them other nations, but China resisted them because China didn't let the Christian organization set up, which would make the population worship the Jews. You know, and China didn't go for that. All right, look, all of the oldest congregation in the New World were founded by Sephardi Jews and followed the Sephardic literature. You know, that's they literature and heritage and structure, administrative structure. Look, all these congregations and stuff now, we know that the first synagogues in America gonna be built by the slaves, because ain't nowhere in the world that them Jews gonna be building those synagogues and so forth when they got slaves around to do it. And it's a documented fact that the slaves built the synagogues. And this what I want to show too, that if you look at a whole bunch of these synagogues, it's like the last ones that they started, you know, that they, you know, built in the 1800s. Is like that they knew the slavery was going to end, and that how they hurried up and throwed up some before slavery ended and so forth, because a whole bunch of them is like during the ending of slavery a few years after or a few years before. And these synagogues were set up by the Sephardi Jews. Now look, check this out. We know that the Sephardis are the Sephardims. And listen, the Hispanic Jews, they are responsible for Latin and the translation of Hebrew into Latin and Latin into English. They are the founders of Western culture. Check this out. If they set up a synagogue here in the United States, you know, when this country before it was founded as a nation, and then if they set up a synagogue here, then you know that's the institution of the the Eastern nations coming to America. You know, man, if they set up a a, a synagogue, then they bringing the institutions and functionings of the East over to the West, and they gonna be the first one to do it, because ain't nobody else gonna have the power and the might to do that. But you see what it says. All of the oldest congregations in the New World, this the New World Order, were founded by Sephardi Jews and followed the Sephardic literature. All right, and then check this out. Now this is what I did. I know when it typed in the word, man, I'm gonna do it now. Sephardim. Sephardim. Alright, now you see Sephardim right there. I just typed it in. Alright, now we're gonna see what it translates into. You see what it translates into. Sephardi. They telling you. They telling you right there. You see Sephardim translating into Sephardi. Let me do it again. Sephardim. Sephardim. Alright. Those are the Sephardi Jews. And guess what? They're from Sippar. They're from Sippar. And Sippar is the most serious city state in Mesopotamia, and it's founded by the Amorites. And the Amorites had the same administration that we have today. The same administrative structure that we have today is identical to what they had in Babylon.